Swag it out with it.
Like Velcro. Got that la Carmelo. Go dumb like weirdos. I block for your fados. In the neighborhood, I can't go.
What up, YouTube? It's your girl, TT Shanell, and now I'm back with another banger. This one gonna be a little freaky, deaky. I will be telling y'all my first time giving head. I repeat, we're about to get into my very first time giving head. You read the title, you clicked the page, you want to know what I did and what I didn't do and what I hated, what I didn't hate, what I liked, what I just about to go down, right? Because y'all know me, man, I'm an open book, right? So I'm about to get real detailed. So if you ain't 18 and up, you gotta leave because it's about to get real X-rated. Now, before the video starts, you know what you gotta do. Like, comment, and subscribe. And don't just subscribe, man. Hit the bell, man. Hit the bell so you could be all up in my business because this is story time number one. Now, my very first time giving head. One, I didn't like. Girl was much older. So, like, she was well experienced. So, to kick it off, I believe we was, like, at either her house or a hotel. Started out, right? First, we were like watching TV, right? Netflix wasn't a big deal back then. So we probably were watching like cable or something. I don't know. I like cartoons. It could have been SpongeBob. Who knows, right? We was watching something and I kind of drifted off. Now, when I woke up, she was like on top of me. I'm talking about like, you know what I'm saying? She's a little bigger. You know what I'm saying? I was small. Maybe smaller than I am now. So imagine. I'm small now, right? So imagine me smaller, right? So I woke up. Something told me, yo, wake up. So I woke up and she was like standing on top of me. So I'm like, I watch porn. So I'm like, okay, it's about to go down. She's about to ride my face. But she's a little bigger than me, right? So I was like, whoa, what's up? Looking up like this. And she was like, ain't this what you wanted before you went to sleep? And I'm like, yeah, but maybe not like this. Now, I never told her that this was my first time. I couldn't say that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, she was much older than me. If I had to take a guess, it probably was about a 5-year difference. I think I was like 20. She could have been like 25, right? So I couldn't tell her that it's my first time doing this. She probably would have been turned away. Bad enough she kept calling me a baby anyway. So I didn't want her to get more reasons to be calling me a child. So I'm like, nah, I'm experienced. I'm talking mad junk. Maybe I did say that before we went to bed. Who knows? But anyway, back to the story, right? So she's like she's standing on the bed on top of me. The first thing going through my mind is I'm about to die because she's big, so she might suffocate me. Like, granted, I watch porn, but they wasn't never like this. Like, damn, you ain't gonna feed me first? Something like we just was watching TV and you stand on the bed, about to flop on me, and I might suffocate. So I'm like holding her thighs like this, cause I'm like, God, please don't make this girl just flop on my face. So I'm holding her thighs like, this is a perfect example, right? Like, imagine this is her thighs. So I'm holding it, like, trying to separate it, right? And she's like, let go of my thighs. I'm about to sit on your face. And I'm like, why don't we do it the other way? I'm like, I'm not experienced enough for you to be sitting on my face. And she like, why we got to do it the other way? And I'm like, why not? You know what I'm saying? You know, the other way might be a little better because I could catch all your juices. And if you on my face, how I'm supposed to catch your juices? Because your juices is, you know, it's science, right? So she was like, okay, fine, let's do it the other way. Thank Jesus, because I was not about to die. So now we about to do it the regular way. You know what I'm saying? The normal way at that time, I thought to give head. So she's laying down, right? Butt naked. I think I still had like on some shorts and a tank top. So she like, take your tank top off. Now, one thing about me, I don't like to do anything completely naked. I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that, you know, I'm aggressive. I don't like to feel like a girly girl. I feel like if I'm naked, I'm more on my girly girl stuff. I don't know. It sounds weird. So she was like, you know, take your tank top off. But I was like, nah, leave it on. So I think that kind of turned her off a little bit. She's like, you know, like, I want us to be naked and you not trying to be naked. So she was already kind of turned off. So now I'm in between her legs. And like I said, this is my first time. I've only seen, you know, this happen on like porn. So I'm confused that she's dry. Like, I went like this and it was dry. And I'm like, why is she dry? Like, is it me? So again, going back to porn. Now in porn, they spit on the you know what to get it you know what. to get it started. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just spit on it, because that's what they do in porn. So I go to spit on it. She's disgusted. First of all, now, let me say this. It wasn't like a glob of spit. Like, I didn't go, no. I was like, it was kind of sexy. I was like, you know, like, maybe I don't look sexy right here, but I felt like I was, you know, kind of sexy when I was doing it. And she was like, wait, what are you doing? Why are you spitting on me? And I'm like, I'm trying to get it started. And she's like, use your tongue to get it started. Don't spit on my vajayjay. And I'm like, oh, I knew that. I was making sure you knew that. And I think right then and there, it was kind of like, she gave me that look like, I don't think she bout what she says she bout. But yet again, I still wasn't going to admit that. And she never said nothing. So I'm like, all right, she ain't say nothing. I ain't finna say nothing. Let's get back into it. Boom. So now I had to wipe my spit off. Because at this point, come on, like, I done put my spit on you. You didn't like it. I feel like you hated it. So let me just take my spit. So I took my spit off. Like I said, I still have my tank top on. I went like that. And she was like, that is gross. I'm like, but it's my spit. And she said, you know, let's just not do this. I'm like, no. Like, we got to do this. It's my... And she was like, it's your what? And I'm like, it's my moment for life right here. Like, because I'm feeling you trying to run game, capping. Boom. She's like, okay, whatever. Let's just go. Like, I'm ready. And I'm like, you ain't even ready because you ain't even really wet for real. But whatever. So, you know what? I got to get a prop because y'all had to see this. Let me go I had to get a prop because I really want y'all to experience what I went through. So, this is a M&M ice cream cake, probably one of my favorite snacks, right? Let me put this right here. Now, picture these two brown things, her lips, right? The lips of her vajayjay. And the thing in the middle, picture that as her, right? So like I said, this was my very first time giving head. I only seen porn, so I didn't know what to do. And I also didn't want to do anything else from porn because, like I said, I spit on this, she ain't like it. So I'm like, maybe I should not take all my sexual tips from porn, right? So this is the ice cream. These are her lips. This is her, you know what. So I'm like that. And I'm making the sound effects as well. Why I was making the sound effects, I don't know. Like I said, I was young. I was childish. So I'm like, and as I'm doing it, I'm looking at her. And she's just looking so, like, disgusted. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should stop making a noise. So I'm like this now. Did you hear it? Yeah. So now when I started hearing that noise, I'm like, ooh, I know I'm doing it right. So I go to look at her and it's funny, right? When I have sex, don't stare at me. When I'm doing what I'm doing, don't look at me. Like, look over there. So when I went to go look up, like I said, I've only watched porn. In porn, their eyes be rolling in the back of their head. So I'm like, I know by the time I look up, her eyes gonna be in the back of her head. I look at her, she's staring at me with a dead ass face like. So I'm like, okay, she don't like this. So she's like, you sure you've done this before? And I'm like, yes, I've done this before. But you know, girls are different. Some girls like it that way. Some girls like it this way. And she's like, well, I like it I like to get to the point. So I'm like, oh, you like to get to the point way. Say that. So like I said, remember the picture, remember the vision, right? Something told me to just put my whole mouth on it, including teeth. So this is a perfect example. I went like that. She was like, ah. I was like, hold on. You don't like that? She said, your teeth, it hurts. I said, oh yeah, that's common sense. Why would I put my teeth on upper JJ? Like I wouldn't want teeth on. So duh. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not gonna put my teeth on you no more. She said, girls like that? I said, yeah, I had a few girls in my past that had like that. Like, you know, they always call me and be like, TT, put your teeth on me. And she was like, I've never knew anyone to like that. I said, you'll be surprised, okay? You'll be surprised, you know what I'm saying? Still capping. So now, I feel like the mood is ruined. But she still wanted me to go. I ain't want to go no more. She still wanted me to go. So I'm like, all right, cool. She don't like teeth. She don't like spit on her, you know what I'm saying? And she don't like it when I go like, yeah. So I'm like, maybe I'm just going to go like this. Why not, right? And don't make no sounds. Because apparently she don't like sounds neither. So I'm like this. No lie, for like 6 minutes, that was my bop. Like, I used that sound effect to help me maneuver. So I'm talking about 6 minutes of this. Swag it out with it. I got R&B songs in my head. I'm listening to nice and slow in my mind. Right? I mean, I was really vibing out. And now she's starting to like it. So I'm like, yeah, boy. So now I'm feeling myself. Big mistake. Big mistake. Now I know if you're doing something right, keep doing it. Don't switch it up, especially if you feel like they getting to that point where they about to just let it all out. You know what I'm saying? You don't go switching it up. So I went from to this. She was like, "Oh, stop. Go back to what you was doing." I said, no. Trust me, you gonna like this better. And I'm really making the sound. Like, I'm making the sound effect. She's like, "Could you stop?" I'm like, "With the sound?" She said, "No, with everything." And she gets up. I'm like, no. I got this, girl. I got this. Now, she did get up. So by her getting up, you know, like booty up, right? So by her facing, booty up, I'm like, I'm about to put my tongue in her booty. It's lit. So she turns around and she had a little wagon, right? It's a little big booty, a little good sized booty. So I spread the cheeks and she's looking back and I couldn't really read this girl. We probably were dating for about like 4 months. So I don't know what she liked, what she disliked by looking into her. I gotta examine the booty first before I go put my tongue in places. So I'm looking at her booty and she looking at me, looking at her booty. So she looking like that, I'm looking like this. And she like, "What are you doing? Are you gonna eat it or what?" And I'm like, "I'm just making sure you ain't got no doodle in your butt." And she like, "What? You know what? This is just not working." I'm like, no. It was a joke. Ha, I joke with you. And she was like, "No, I'm just like not feeling this." I'm like, no, baby, please. Let me make it up to you. So now I'm feeling myself. I'm getting aggressive, right? I go to like slam her on the bed a little bit, but luckily she ain't had no energy because she didn't really because I'm not that strong. So she might have been a little bit stronger than me. So I kind of like slammed her on the bed, use all my might. I'm like, "Yo, that's enough for game time. I'm really about to give you what you deserve." And she's like, "Finally." And I'm like, "I know, baby." Boom. So I know she like that. So I just kept doing that until y'all know the rest, man. Like, this is a perfect example right here. Real talk, that's really what happened. But yeah, guys, so that was my first time giving head. And I would say this, like, one, I don't even speak to the girl no more. I hope she never sees this, because then she probably like violate me and talk about how bad I was in the beginning. But I realized that not everything you see on porn is like true, because like I said, she dubbed me and I was watching professional porn stars do their thing. So you can't treat every girl like a porn star. I would say that. That was my first time giving head. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Comment below if you had any crazy experience and anything you recommend, because like I'm always down to learn new things. Comment your zodiac sign too, because I want to give birthday shout outs. Shout out to the Taurus right now. I know y'all probably living it up. The Geminis. I also want to show y'all the hoodie I'm wearing. It's by Mackin. I'm going to put the link in the description. They definitely got some drippy clothes. They keep me in drip. I get my drip from that. Don't forget to hit the bell, like, comment, and please, people, we're about to be at 2,000 subscribers. Once we reach that 2,000 mark, I'm giving away $100. I'm giving away $100. So make sure you comment below your Cash App. And also, make sure you turn your post notification on. TT Shanell gang, we out.
Go dumb like weirdos.